Welcome, Gemini, to your January 2025 reading, and thanks for tuning into my channel. Now, I'm going to get straight into it this year. Can you believe we are at the start of 2025? I always say that every time I have a brand new year start because they just seem to go so quickly. But as I said, let's get into your reading. Now, this is an amazing reading. It's absolutely beautiful. Your first 8 cards from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I use jumpers, so I've shuffled these and dealt these out, but I will get some clarifying cards out and you can watch me shuffle those. I just am trying to save as much time as possible. Now, you start out your reading with the Six of Wands, and what a wonderful card. This is the card of victory, and I'm seeing a lot of cards here related to love and romance. So I feel like there is a bit of a victory here in terms of your relationships if you are having issues there, but also in terms of your finances and your career as well. The Six of Wands can talk about you really being praised for a job well done and hailed by your colleagues, your superiors, even the general public, for wonderful work that you've done, for a victory that you've achieved. This can talk about awards, it can talk about financial gifts, I guess, or bonuses. It can just be you even being, as I said, called out for a job well done, but definitely victory here. And the fact that you've got the Lovers card right beneath it, wow, you might even win some love out of this amazing victory that you have here. But it's interesting talking about the Lovers card. The Lovers is the card that represents Gemini. So you are showing up in your own reading here. This is very powerful, very powerful. Whenever you show up, and this has actually been happening for a few star signs as well. So I feel like there's a collective energy here of us all taking life into our own hands, taking our life into our own hands and calling the shots and really making some wonderful changes here. But financially, things are looking great as well for you over the next few weeks. You've got that Nine of Pentacles. What a beautiful card this is. I love the color of that bird. I don't know if you can see it. I'll just bring it up to the camera and show you. It is just stunning. It is a card of richness and wealth, of abundance that you've actually worked hard to create for yourself. This isn't something that's been given to you. It's really been you working hard, building your wealth, surrounding yourself with beauty, luxury, whatever that means to you, you know, and surrounding yourself with enjoyable things and really living a beautiful life, you know, and enjoying the fruits of your labor almost. You know, it's all well and good to be working hard and earning money, but if you can't spend it and enjoy it and bring joy to your life through that, then what's the point, you know? But I really feel like you're doing this. Nine of Pentacles is just a beautiful card of that, of talking about wealth and abundance and refinement and financial success and self-reliance and independence and fulfillment. And not only that, that is above the Sun card. That you've got the best card in the deck here. This is joy. This is success. This is abundance, happiness, radiance. It's just beautiful, warm energy. There's enlightenment and clarity as well when the Sun shows up here. You just kind of know what you're doing and where you want to go and what you want to achieve here as well. Now, you've got some beautiful love cards here. I don't know, this isn't a love reading, but you know, I read the cards as they come. So you've got the Four of Wands, sorry, and this is a marriage card. Now, for those of you that are already married or aren't interested in getting married, this is a card of setting up a stable, strong, safe environment for yourself, your family, your friends. So some of you could actually be getting married and moving into a beautiful home. Some of you can be building your own home, or just setting up a place with someone, moving in with someone new. But as I said, whether this is an actual marriage or you just setting up a nice home, this could even be just you doing some renos around the place and just making it comfortable, using some of this wonderful wealth that you have created for yourself to make a beautiful, stable environment is lovely here. Now, you've got the Death card. Now, don't be alarmed. This is a card of Scorpio, so you could have a very significant Scorpio here in your life. You've got the King of Wands. This is the card for Aries, but it could be any fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian here. And you know, as I said, you've got the Lovers card, so another Gemini here as well if this doesn't represent you. But the Death card, not only does it represent a Scorpio, which in effect, it's right above the Knight of Cups, which is that knight in shining armor. And this is not gender specific. So when I say that knight in shining armor, it just means that person that comes in, that sweeps you off your feet, that has a tender heart and can look after you and care for you. So definitely could be some wonderful people coming into your life here that could potentially be marriage partners. But the Death card is a card of release. And as I was meditating on this, on your cards, I feel for a lot of you, if you have had a broken heart in the past, or if you have had emotional pain or emotional issues that you have really been hanging on to, or have been carried through from one relationship to another, or have been not allowing you to move forward emotionally, the Death card here is a release. It's an ending to anything that has been preventing you from achieving that ultimate joy, that happiness, allowing you to emotionally connect with other people as well. There's a release here. Things are over, and there's an ending to anything that has been stopping you from moving forward. So I really like that there for you. That Death card is, I'm feeling a sense of almost relief. It sounds quite unusual, but that is the energy that I'm getting from this, like a relief and a release. You can let something go. You don't need to hang on to that pain anymore or that heartache anymore, and just allow new love and joy to enter your life again. It's beautiful. And you know, that Lovers card, how beautiful is that? That is that life-changing love that doesn't necessarily like I said, if you're already married, if you're already in a relationship, this doesn't necessarily mean a new love. This can be the development of an existing love to a further level, to a deeper level. But it can also talk about platonic love as well. So you can meet a person that you just connect with and you just become great friends, and you know, there's love between you as well. You know, I love my friends dearly, so it can be that kind of love. But whatever it is for you, it will be life-changing. You know, these people come into our lives and they make a difference and they change. But for others, this is a really significant choice here as well. The lovers can talk about choosing between two, and it's interesting that you do have a few people showing up here, particularly the Scorpio, the fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sag, or as I said, even a water sign or another Gemini. I'm just going over what I've already said. The water signs, by the way, are Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So there could be a choice here about how you would like to proceed. Now, for some of you, this can also be a choice in terms of your career or what makes you happy, following a passion that you really would like to pursue, what brings you joy. But again, this is a general reading, so whatever relates to you, but definitely victory in love as well. I feel like if you have been struggling emotionally with anything, this is a beautiful time here for your heart to open up. And you know, there's nothing more wonderful when you have a wonderful relationship. That joy just doesn't flood into your life with that Sun card here. This is just so much joy and happiness over this. Now, this can also talk about a wonderful career path for some of you as well. You can be falling in love with, you know, a job that you get or a new passion that you find, and following your career goals here can bring you so much joy and love and happiness as well. And this can potentially be someone, this love interest or this friendship can be someone that you do meet through your career as well. But the King of Wands, not only is this representative of an Aries or a fire sign, but this is you taking control again. The King of Wands is the most powerful king in the deck, and this is a card of leadership. This is a card of organizing your life, of taking action, of making plans, writing lists, putting your ideas into motion here, and really organizing your life and getting things done. So that's a real powerful energy in that card. And as I mentioned, that Knight of Cups, a beautiful, beautiful energy of love, of caring, of emotion, just that, you know, and if this does represent someone, this is someone that is just charming and romantic and kind and caring and really emotional and sensitive. It's just beautiful. This is a card of really deep emotions here. So I feel like, again, just to touch on that Death card, this, if you have had deep emotions that have been holding you back, or if you've felt deep emotions towards someone that you haven't been able to express, there's a release here that's going to allow you to really tap into that and express that love in a way that you hadn't before. But let's get into the clarifying cards here. And this is the Mystical Tarot. I use this deck quite a lot. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Oh, cards are spinning out. Now, this card has been coming out for a lot of people. This is the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of us at the beginning of the year are going to be quite busy. We're juggling a lot of things. You've got a lot of plates spinning in the air. And I feel like you're juggling your finances as well. You could be building your wealth, putting things in this account, investing in that account, investing in shares, in property, buying new property, doing a lot of that kind of stuff as well. This is a great card for people who know how to play with their money and build their wealth. It's really nice. But the thing with this card is that I always say is remember to stay lighthearted. Remember to have fun. Keep that joy and playfulness in your life. If you can see this card, the figure is dressed almost in a jest suit. You know, they're spinning on a top, and you know, it's playful kind of energy here. So no matter how serious money matters can be, always remember to have fun and enjoy things as well. So that's interesting here for you, particularly because you've got that Nine of Pentacles. That is that card of abundance and wealth. I'm going to take all of these. Okay. Now this is interesting. I see you working hard. You're working hard, you're learning new skills. You've got the Five of Wands there. The Five of Wands, I mean, if you look at this card, these figures are all dressed in like a uniform. So it's like training, getting better at what you do, honing your skills. And, you know, this can be in a work environment. It can even also be, I mean, if you're a sports person or anything like that, but this can also be you learning new skills about how to invest, how to train, how to grow your wealth. But it can also be in terms of a new career. This can be that Six of Wands. That can be a card of like I said, promotions or getting a managerial role or something like that. So you could be learning some new skills there. But it's interesting, you've got that Seven of Cups, and I touched on the Lover's card being a card of choice, and this is another card of choosing what direction you want to go in here. The Seven of Cups is a real card of you being in a wonderful position in life where you are actually spoiled for choice, and you have a lot of opportunities here to move on to whatever you really want. You've got a lot of options. All of these cups show different opportunities that are in front of you. And the thing is try not to stand there and daydream too much about all of them. You know, make a decision and move on, because we can sometimes get stuck when we're offered so many wonderful opportunities in front of us. We don't know which to do, so we sit there and we do nothing. But it's interesting, you have the World card as well. So again, two very powerful cards of endings. And you know, with the Death card, ending, release, the World card is a beautiful energy where you've achieved something that you've been working on. You know, you've completed a task, and this is almost, there's no sadness in the World card for this ending. It's almost like it's the end of an era. You've been working on something, it is now, you can just sort of breathe a sigh of relief, relax, and now that is almost like one part of your life has now completed, or a project that has been taken up a big part of your time and your life is now finished, and you can now move on to that next big project or that next part of your life, that next stage in your development there. It's a really nice card. It's a card of success. There's nothing that's kind of holding you anymore. You can now move on. Now it's interesting here in these other cards that came out, you have the Eight of Swords. Now this is that card of you feeling stuck or trapped, but when looking at it from the outside sort of thing, which is difficult to do if you're sometimes feeling stuck or trapped, you're actually not as stuck or trapped as you want. This is often feeling that kind of energy, but it's a lot in our mind. You know, the imagery on here, and in most of the eights, you'll see this figure is tied up with a blindfold on, but if you look at the blindfold, you can see this figure's eyes. I'm getting it, it's hard not to, trying to get it to focus. You can see this figure's eyes right through the blindfold. So they're not really blindfolded, they can see. The rope, it doesn't even have a knot in it, it's just loosely tied. And those swords, they're just around the figure's head. They're not trapping that figure. It's all often the way we think or the way we feel we're trapped, but we can actually get out of this situation by changing our focus. And I absolutely see you doing this because you have the Chariot card. And again, this is another card of you being in control of where you're going, of what you're doing, of the decisions that you make. You are in the driver's seat. The Chariot is a metaphor for our vehicle in life, so it can talk about our physical body as well. But some of you can actually be moving, you can be traveling, but again, this is you saying, I want to turn left, I want to turn right, I want to go forward, I want to go back, I want to go at my own pace, I want to speed up. This is your decision here. You're the one taking control, and I feel like absolutely you are going to be changing your situation here. And you know, the thing with the Chariot is, and the Chariot's been coming out for a few signs as well. So again, I'm feeling this is collective energy. We are all taking responsibility for our own lives. And the thing with the Chariot is, it's not easy to be calling the shots in our own life, because if anything goes wrong, there's no one to blame. We have to take the responsibility of changing our own life here. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Now, you've got the Devil card here as well, and this is the card for Capricorn. So you could have a significant Capricorn in your life. But again, this is a very similar energy to the Eight of Swords. This is you being stuck or caught up in repetitive, destructive patterns that hold you back, that stop you from being the person that you know you are, or achieving the goals that you want to achieve, or feeling the love that you want to feel. It could be keeping you stuck in, you know, keeping your heart stuck. I'm feeling a lot of you, this is heart issues, you know, whether it is emotional or, you know, physically you've got heart problems or something. I mean, I'm not a doctor, go seek medical advice, but I feel like the Devil card is you really being stuck or feeling trapped by these obsessive compulsive behaviors. Some of this can be addiction for some of you, and this is addiction to anything. Doesn't necessarily have to be drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, whatever. This is, like I said, just obsessive compulsive types of behaviors as well. But the Chariot here is you're taking control of this. You're not allowing other people to really tell you what to do or how to proceed. I feel like you know what's best, and you're really going to be shaking off any of this kind of energy that has been holding you back. And for some of you, and this is just a side issue, and obviously it's not going to apply for all of you, but I feel like if you've been in a relationship that has been quite damaging to you, where there has been perhaps an addiction on the other person's part, or there has been obsessive compulsive kind of energy that's been holding you two together. I feel like for some of you, you may actually release any toxic relationships as well, or certainly take control of the situation and put your foot down and say, I'm not standing for this anymore. But you know, that again, this is general reading, so take what resonates and let the rest go. But overall, this is a really wonderful reading here, Gemini. I'm loving this for you. Really beautiful joy and happiness coming into your life, and I feel like you are going to be really the driver in your life, and making the decisions and calling the shots. So that is wonderful. So we'll leave it there, Gemini. Have a wonderful January, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.